Another day, another Elon Musk Twitter video. But the only difference this time, it's official. This time, he's really gone through with it. And it looks like Twitter couldn't accept any other offer because the offer he made was the best offer. He's actually paying quite a premium for them. He's offering officially, wait for it, 54.20. He had to add that 420 in there. So right now, Twitter closed up $2.77 today to close at 51.70. It's up and after hours trading so far for tomorrow. And overall, the company's been reacting very well as far as the stock, at least, not necessarily the employees, but the company, the stock price has been reacting very well to Elon's offer. Now, I had a completely different video planned. I was actually going to talk about the Disney situation going on and how Disney's cut the dividend and whatnot. I'll probably get to that later in the week, but this really took the cake today as far as newsworthy stuff. And I seem to have this compulsion lately to cover like news stories that are related to finance. So for my dividend and options crowds, not to worry. I'm going to get back to that content as soon as I can. I have to kind of burn out this desire to cover newsworthy content. So with that being said, let's look at the highlights here. So he's taking the company private, and I can talk from firsthand experience on that because I was in another stock that went private. There used to be a stock you may have heard of for a company known as Green Mountain Coffee. They make the cups for the Keurigs, and the tender offer that they got to go private, this worked out for me very well because it actually, I think this was back in like 2015 or so. They went private, and the stock price that whoever actually bought them, I forget exactly how it worked, but the stock doubled overnight and I sold it. But when something goes private, it's obviously no longer public. So it's not going to be a situation like some people are thinking with Twitter, where the stock may continue to go up. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with mine at this point. I was hoping Elon got it up to like $100 a share, and then I could just sell it for a nice gain. But I don't know at this point what I'm going to do with mine. So Twitter says it's being acquired. I like how Twitter says, no, it's official by this point, but it's being acquired by Elon Musk for 44 billion. So Twitter announced Monday that it's entered into a deal to be acquired by Tesla CEO Elon Musk for 44 billion. Now, what's interesting, the premium he's offered for Twitter puts the price to earnings ratio actually higher than Tesla's. Let me make sure I'm correct on that because I read that somewhere. PE ratio, it's not listing it, but if you take like the PE ratio and the PEG ratio based on the premium that he's offered, it actually puts it at a higher premium, like from a price to earnings standpoint, than Tesla. So that's very interesting. But anyway, back to these articles I had up here. So Twitter trading was halted Monday afternoon ahead of the news. I didn't know that. Twitter was actually halted today. It's weird. The market had a very strange reversal. It was like way down and then it closed the day up, which was a very odd reversal. So Twitter shareholders will receive 54.20 per share. And dang it, I'm still down in mine. I need it higher than that. So come on, Elon, get it up higher than that. When the deal is finalized, the social network will become a privately held company. Now, what's interesting, he could totally change things. He could let all kinds of people back on that have been banned because he said he's an avid believer in free speech and the First Amendment. So we'll see what he does there. But so yeah, the stock was halted. Shares were up 6% just after 3:30. Very interesting. I actually didn't know that, and I was following the market somewhat close today, but I knew this deal was going through, but I didn't know the stock was halted. So he said, free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. So it's a strong stance on his part. I can't say I disagree. He said, I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithms open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Dang, while he's at it, can't he just go ahead and buy Facebook or Meta also? That would be nice. Just go for like a trifecta of Fortune 500 companies. So the announcement follows a tumultuous few weeks between Musk and Twitter's board. But yeah, it's kind of like in real estate. Like if you get multiple offers, you're going to end up settling, even if your first offer is your best offer and you know it, and the other offers that you've gotten, or if you haven't gotten any at all, if you want to sell, if you want to make it happen, you're going to likely go with that first and best offer. So Musk now adds Twitter to an impressive portfolio of firms, including Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Neuralink. Musk is a prolific Twitter user, regularly firing off news related to his companies. Yeah, he's notoriously used Twitter as a means to pump Dogecoin, to pump Tesla stock, to mention that he was selling some of his Tesla stock. So he's always been an avid tweeter in that regard. His Twitter use has also gotten him into legal trouble in the past, most famously when he tweeted his intention to take Tesla private at 420 a share. There's that number, 420. He's a fan of 420. And can you be surprised about that? I mean, after all, he famously went on Joe Rogan's podcast back in 2018 and it just lit up. I don't know if it was one joint or several, but obviously he's a 420 fan. He should check out my 420 video that I did about pot stocks. If you didn't know, that's what 420 is all about. So, easing the company's content moderation policies could invite a litany of user-generated content. We don't need to read through that. Oh, here's Twitter. And this, you know what? I've held the stock this whole duration. You see, it's been flat, basically. I mean, I got in at it IPO'd at like 70 something a share, I want to say. And I dollar cost average down. So I think my cost basis is somewhere around 55 or so. So I'd still need it up a little bit more. But yeah, it peaked last February. And last February, oddly, turned out to be the peak for most tech stocks. And I don't think anybody saw that coming, including myself. Like I was just telling some folks today, I miscalculated on that one because I looked at 2021 as 2009 all over again. We were starting out with a new administration. The economy kind of had to be reset. We had a massive stimulus bill coming. So I thought everything would keep rolling. But tech stocks peaked out in February 2021. So, and here's a Elon Musk tweet. I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that's what free speech means. And I can't disagree. Now, I pulled up another interesting article here from a site called Electric, and this is talking about how he's taking them private. So when a company goes from public to private, obviously, like I mentioned with the Green Mountain Coffee example, there's different ramifications for that. Let's see if there's any nuggets of information we can extract here that's different from the Yahoo article. This is a surprising turn of events as Twitter's board had appeared to resist Musk's effort to buy the social media and even adopted a poison pill defense. Yeah, I thought they were going to keep resisting. I was surprised this fell in place as quick as it did. I didn't think he would give up because I don't see him as a quitter, but it came together a lot quicker than I thought it would. So today, the board announced it has officially accepted Musk's offer. $25.5 billion. That's a huge sum of money. It's amazing he was able to pull that together. So really, that's all I wanted to cover. Just another update. I think this is my third Elon Musk Twitter video. So I think after this, now that it's official, I think I'll take a break from that. Unless I might, if the stock shoots up, I may do another video on that. But I want to get back to the dividend videos because I noticed my audience really eats up those dividend videos and options videos too. I think those two topics are really the bedrock of what I am as a channel. So I'm going to get back to that as soon as possible. I may do another Disney video coming up, and I have a slew of other videos that are in the pipeline that I haven't churned out yet, but I'll get to that. So anyway, if you enjoyed that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and take care, and have a good evening.